Good. Thanks for coming today. Let's shut that door there. All right. Well, first of all, thanks for coming by on a Friday afternoon. We appreciate it. I know there's lots of questions, and candidly, I'd like to be able to answer your questions, and I know that's what you all would like. Hopefully, you'll understand that this is, although it seems like a lot longer, at least to me, that this has been going on, that it's only been going on 4 days, and in a lot of cases, we don't know a lot more than you do. So I'm going to depart from our normal script of answering questions and just read from prepared remarks. I understand we have those remarks ready we've either handed them out or will hand them out to you guys. I think all of you all know us and how open we have been and how transparent we are. And candidly, we're going to continue to do this as much as possible through this process because we think it's very important to communicate to you what's going on. We have done the same thing with our internal team members, and I'll talk about that in a minute. Let me first talk about the Knoxville community and how important the Knoxville community is to us and how involved we are in the Knoxville community, and candidly, how involved we are going to continue to be in the Knoxville community. You will see not one bit of difference in Pilot in this community going forward, and we'll continue to be a major force in this community. Somebody asked me today if I was going to step down as president, and I thought to myself, well, why would I do that? Candidly, I haven't done anything wrong, number one, and number two, if there's ever a time the company needs our leadership, it's right now. So our plans are to remain president and CEO for, I should say CEO since that's my title, not president, for a long time, candidly. Everybody is aware of what happened Monday afternoon, and then the affidavits were unsealed or released yesterday. This process is entirely new to me, and I understand from our attorneys that the unsealing of the affidavits is not unusual, that perhaps the timing was. I would not even come close to speculating why that might have happened. Although the timing was surprising, and candidly the color, if you will, of the comments were certainly not how we conduct ourselves here at Pilot Flying J. I think the key thing to focus on is that the investigation remains zeroed in on what we believe to be a very narrow part of our business, and nothing we read in those comments, in the 120 pages or whatever it was, caused us to change our mind that the investigation is focused on really a very small percentage of our overall diesel fuel business, and I think it's important to understand that. It's been interesting to watch our people this week, and we have a lot of people who have worked here a long time, and although they don't own the business like we do, they feel like they do. And so it's been exceptionally tough on them and their families. It's been a very emotional time period, whether you were directly involved in this or not, but it's been really pleasing to me, and what's been obviously a tough week for us, to see how our people have responded in a very, very adverse situation. All our stores remained open. I think I told you all on Monday we had one store run out of product in Minneapolis. I never did find out whether that was due to this situation or we just let it run out. Except for that, all our stores have stayed in fuel. We've actually, obviously when you go through something like this, you're very cognizant of what happens to your sales. And we've had a solid sales week, no different than last week. In fact, today we have the ability to check our sales on an hourly basis, and we're having a really good sales day. So that's obviously pleasing and certainly rewarding to all the time we've put into working with our customers and spending with our customers. I've been inundated with texts, emails, and calls from our trucking company customers who have volunteered to cooperate and step forth and tell them, one, what a good supplier we are, and two, that they would be glad to have their rebate or discount process audited. So that has been very rewarding for us and very positive. We have always worked hard in Pilot Flying J, first Pilot, now Pilot Flying J, to make a big company feel small. And we actually talk about this being a family company. And one of the ways we do that is frequent communication. Voicemails to everybody in the company, voicemails to maybe middle management, top management, voicemails to top management. Today I sent out one to probably about the top 300 executives in the country spread all around the U.S. and including Canada. And in it, beside giving them an update of what was going on, I asked them to do three things. I think this is really important. One is the leaders of the company to stay positive and keep the morale high, because it's easy to play the what-if game. The second is to stay focused on their job and not get distracted by this. And the third is, and everybody that works at PFJ has heard me say this ad nauseum candidly, is do your job. And we have one person in the room who works for PFJ, and she's smiling because she's heard it said 1,000 times. So we asked the team to do that. I think they have done that, and I think they'll continue to do that. And we feel very good about how everybody's responded this week. Pilot was formed in 1958, and so if I'm good at math, in November this year, it'll be 55 years old. And as I said the other day, when Dad started the company, it was built on integrity, and we've continued it this day. So to have this type of incident happen here at Pilot Flying J is tough. It's really tough. It's rocked us back. I won't tell you any differently. But we feel confident that this company is run the right way and will be continued to run the right way. As I've mentioned on numerous times, we will cooperate with federal authorities, and at the same time, we'll continue our own investigation. And if that investigation yields anything that we think is not I'm struggling for words, is not appropriate in the way we expect everybody to act in Pilot Flying J, then we'll take immediate action. And we will continue to work through this process. I think it will probably be a difficult process, but at the same time, I told our team today, I'm highly confident we'll emerge from this an even better company than we are today. And candidly, I think we got a hell of a company today. And I'm not at all ashamed to say this. I think I said this to you on Monday. I think we had a great company Sunday night. I think we had a great company Tuesday night. And I think a week from now it'll be a great company. And I think a year from now it'll be an even better company. And it's not going to be easy, but we'll work through it, and we'll emerge even stronger than we have in the past. In the meantime, we've got 23,000 men and women out there working hard, taking care of truck drivers and making sure those truck drivers keep all the goods and services America needs moving. And we'll continue to do that on a 24-hour basis, 365 days a year. We've worked hard with our vendors and suppliers this week who had obvious concerns. They have been champs. It has taken some hand-holding, but they have been champs at working with us. As a large buyer of petroleum, we're also can use a lot of petroleum, therefore use a lot of dollars from major oil companies. They have worked great with us. Supply has never been an issue, and the long-term trust and relationships we have built up have candidly paid off during this difficult time period. I'd like to stay and answer questions, but as I say, there's just too many unknowns for me to do that right now. I will tell each and every one of you that we will do everything possible to communicate with you, to keep you updated. We realize you'd like to know, and anytime we have anything that merits a conversation like this and or a Q&A, we'll take the time to do it and hopefully give you the appropriate time to be here, okay? Once again, appreciate everybody coming. Have a great Friday and enjoy your weekend, okay? Take care.
Jimmy, did you participate in any meetings where rebate fraud was discussed?
No question, Josh. Thanks.
Will you take the Browns to the Super Bowl?
Eventually, yes.